Like someone somewhere is actually right now having sex with Leela Starr, and I'm sat here arguing about the benefits of thumbsticks over mouse control for accuracy in first-person shooter games, right? And that is the state of my life, which is why I am often infused with a kind of wistful melancholy and self-loathing.
Frito learned how difficult it is, just like Activision, to do Control C and Control V. Because when he copied the description of one episode into another, apparently there's this weird invalid character that happened in the RSS feed, and all the other beepity bops wouldn't line up to where they were supposed to go. And that's why you guys stopped getting our lovely show on iTunes. But I have sleuthed out the exact character and have corrected the problem, so hopefully now you'll be able to hear us on iTunes. Just make sure that you go to the iTunes store, type in LagCom Podcast, go to the LagCom Podcast main page, make sure you're still subscribed, and you could get all of those missing episodes, it's like the long-lost episodes, that you haven't listened to.
I may have to just retire from all things copy-pasting. It's too complicated for me, this technology. Brian's making me do advanced coding over here, and I can't take the responsibility. I thought I could do it.
Control V is just too much.
Infinity Ward can't do it. I can't do it. Paid professionals here are confused. It's difficult.
Rich paid me $50 to put my disc in a toaster, which I did live on stream. So I'm just going to hold up, like, here, this is my COD Ghost disc. This is what's left of it. I'm going to do a rip, guys. So I'm going to do a giveaway for this artifact of majesty. Yeah.
Does it include the case or no?
Hey?
Does it include the case or no?
I don't think it'll fit in the case anymore. I will send this to someone who wants.
Is there a week of gold slip in there? Because then it might actually be worth something.
Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of hype. I don't know why I'm doing this. That symbolizes what a conversation with him would be like, I think.
Hard to understand, not sure where it's going. A lot of mannerism, not a lot of brains.
No. Just back and forth.
I'm just interpreting here. I'm just reading the subtitles, the subtext.
Yeah.
We're playing a game of charades. Eddie, what is this?
This is great podcast, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just make gestures.
I'm doing loads of visual cues, so the radio listeners will be very happy.
No, I want the actual crazy left wing to show its face out in the open in the media. I don't think they do that enough.
Left in America. There's not many people in America that believe that democracy and capitalism should be destroyed and replaced with some agrarian culture whereby we all live off the land and share everything. Like, there's not many people that believe that because that belief has been soundly defeated. Mm-hmm. But what's left are just people like, what's left is Marxists, which is like, fuck the 1%. That's who's left. And they won't have a radio show because the moment they open their mouths and go, I'm a Marxist, they're on some fucking horrible list somewhere. You know, like, I'm against the exploit. I'm for meritocracy, and I'm against the 1%. They very quickly.
All of a sudden, it's like, where's that McCarthy list? Yeah, dig it up from 45 years ago. Like, come on, hand it over.
If he truly cared, if he was truly a Packers fan,
I would have killed myself already, is what you're saying.
There would have at least been some sort of, like, teenage girl cutting of the arms, you know. I'm deep and interesting.
I do it between my toes so you can't see, Dad.
Oh,
you never check there. I always wear socks.
Well, what's the point? What's the point in hurting yourself when no one sees? That's obviously bullshit. Why do you think girls cut their arms?
I still feel the pain. That's all that matters. Other than the obvious thing that I follow constantly is which pro is dating what e-girl. That I got to keep up to date with that. I have a whole spreadsheet that I like to swap around when they trade. Me and Brian are doing kind of a fantasy league of what relationship will last the longest.
Yeah, you get 1 point for an Instagram pic. You get 2 points for a slide into DM type tweet. So there's a whole meta behind, you know, who gets what.
Mm-hmm. They argued that the goal of these things was it to create a focal point on the map where everyone would contest and there would be a big fight for it. And I could see that, but...
Yeah, but not if you fucking paid for it.
Yeah, and then
I've paid for this thing that I might... It's like a care package. I might call it a care package and then get shot in the back of the head and that's 20 quid gone. Like, fuck off.
Think of how much money COD would make if instead of getting kills
Don't
for score
don't
streaks,
put it
you
out
just
there.
pushed a
Don't.
button and had your credit card on hotkey like fucking Amazon one click, and you just bloop AC 130, $30 right there. Boom, boom, boom. Sick. Excellent idea, Activision. I'm the $1 million man right here, man. I'm your marketing department. Go right through me.
So what they wanted to do was make Hunger Games in essence, just have a hub where all this crazy shit is, but then have the people pay for the crazy shit that's going to be in the hub. Like, that doesn't make any
That's fair enough if the cost is spread, right? All the to enter the server you have to pay $1. That's kind of like poker, right? Like that, I can understand that. But if it's just one chump who's like $20 and then just gets fucking shreked by like 4 people, he's like, well, that's that $20 gone. The crosshair goes up a little bit, but it doesn't go where the bullets are going. So you have to manage that internally. And
Brian,
learn
are
the
you
muscle
taking
memory.
notes? This is gold information right now.
No, this is all stuff I know, and this is
I'm sorry. That was a low blow. I know you know it. I just wanted to point out that you're shit. I was trying to the comedic tempo here, Brian. Keep up with the roll with the punches. Let's go. Yeah.
Do you know where Nuking the Fridge came from?
No, inform me, please.
It's the latest Indiana Jones movie, The Crystal Skulls, where he
Oh God, I fell
hides
asleep in
inside
that
of
piece of shit.
he hides inside of a refrigerator to escape the after effects of a nuclear bomb going off.
I remember
so
that
it's
now,
called
yeah.
He's in,
Nuking the
yeah, he's
Fridge.
on one. He's in Nuketown essentially, and jumps in the fridge and survives.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So that's
really. I
Jump
felt
the
so
shark-
bad.
so the modern term for jumping the shark is now called nuking the fridge, and that's
Oh
where
right,
it
so
comes
that's an update to
Yes.
jump the shark.
from. Yes.
Right, okay. So if
So
you
Black
had
Ops
to-
3 has to bring back Nuketown 2704, and
Yeah.
somebody has to jump into a fridge when the nuclear bomb goes off at the end of the match after the scoreboard pops.
on pain of death, which would you rather watch 30 times in a row with no breaks? Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, or Man of Steel?
Indiana Jones. No questions asked. No questions asked.
Muted or unmuted? This is very important.
Unmuted, fam. You gotta watch it. You're gonna fucking be there like Malcolm, like fucking.
Am I allowed to sneak in earbuds when you're not looking? Or ear plugs is what I
No,
mean.
you're not allowed to cheat the test.
Oh, God, this is very difficult. See, as much as I hate Man of Steel, I think it's got better action scenes. Eventually, I think I would just ignore all the dialogue or maybe memorize it and act it myself better, rewriting the script and how it should have went, and enjoy the action scenes, which are actually really good. Whereas Indiana Jones, I don't even think has that. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Did you guys see The Wolf of Wall Street by any chance?
No.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
It's also one of those subject matters that's kind of dangerous because to thick people, they'll watch it and go and think this is a guide to life, right? I want to be one of these crazy entrepreneurs who comes up with businesses and does all the drugs and fucks the hookers. Look at the excess. Look at how amazing this guy's life is. I don't think that's what the film's about at all. But it's a double-edged sword. To me, it will be a sobering message about the hollowness of what we think we want. And to another person, like I said, it's like, that's who I want to be.
And
There's
now,
something to be
those
said
who are
about a
most
white
vocal
man
about
demanding
Martin
that
Luther
he
King
take
Jr.
back
being their
possession
hero
of a black
seem
man
to be the most
and saying that
race-driven people in America.
racism
Into a
is
skin
over,
color issue.
essentially.
The American wants to be seen as the rebel. And I think you can see that in the way that the country was formed and the way that people look, the Tea Party identified with the founding fathers. Well, I mean, there wasn't a bigger group of rebels that you could possibly imagine. These people told the most powerful nation on earth to go fuck itself, and then promptly won a war to tell them to go fuck themselves. So there's an incredible amount of Americans don't want to be the man. That whole media focusing in on all the politics of the very, very small, that's done so that everybody's too worried looking at just their little tiny bit to look at the larger picture. And it may be that Al Sharpton thinks that's his idea, but I would argue that it's not. It's not his idea to only care about the politics of black people, or only say things like black people don't win Oscars enough. No. Actually, that's not your idea. You've been convinced that that's all you should fight for.
Well-
And the truth is that Martin Luther King wouldn't have done that. Martin Luther King wasn't actually about a very small group. he was inclusive in all his literature and everything that he said. He said this is a collective challenge that we shall overcome, not black people shall overcome, we shall overcome. Chris Christie is just about the only moderate Republican left, and they're like, he'll never get the nomination because he will not pander to those crazy right people. He just won't. He won't be like, yeah, global warming's full of shit, isn't it? Like, he just won't do stuff like, yeah, global warming's full of shit, my state's just been destroyed. Like, he can't, because the truth smashed New Jersey into pieces, so he can't say that. No, we're a Police Academy 6 now with COD. I'm sorry. But we've gone to Moscow. You never go to Moscow.